New Jersey, let's go.
What is your course?
I'm Unitarian Universalist.
Thank you.
We do our best. I've been here like 2 weeks straight now. I mean, I live local, so it's easy. Yeah. Well, I think the real religion we have, the real congregation is the protests we assemble around. There's so much more
Right.
church. Yeah.
There's
This
a
is our
spirit in the
sacred
moment.
space.
So she's getting a lot of stuff.
I just dropped a letter off to we don't have votes, we don't pay attention to it, it's not even worth our time. So I delivered a letter just saying, I have this background, and I've always been
No evidence, absolutely no evidence corroborated, and that Capitol has a stellar reputation and that he should be confirmed. This is from mother of what is being done, that the ritual defamation that a lot of black students are doing to our senators, to the men in our lives.
Yeah, we need officers up here in the hallway, right outside of the hospital.
No men, no women, guilty by accusation.
That the way it's being done. Okay, that's where we'll go. You guys go back to the ramp where we were supposed to go now. Yeah, here.
I think this is where they cut out the
On the left of your screen, obviously, the Senate floor, waiting for senators to come to speak. Quorum call underway that came in this morning at 10 Eastern. We've heard from the majority leader. We've heard from Chuck Schumer, the minority leader. On the right-hand side of your screen, the office on Capitol Hill of Senator Susan Collins of Maine. A number of protesters inside. We understand a number of women and others came down from Maine for a rally that's going on this afternoon in Washington in front of the Supreme Court. We're live here on C-SPAN 2.
Oh God! I'll make sure that was the shot.
I'm sorry, but a lot of those
been writing letters, they have been putting down calls, and they have been in her offices. Some have been getting arrested, so we are going to be. We are here as many people as a group. We're going to meet with the staff of Senator Collins. We're very grateful for that. I want you to hope at some point to meet Senator Collins himself because we did drive a long way to be here. And I respect other voices, but I think it's really important that Maine people have a chance to talk to their senator, our senator. And we're being very polite. You can? There are a lot of amazing people. There's a whole delegation of elected officials, mainly women, and they are here as well to encourage folks to vote on my name is Rowan. I'm going to be doing I don't think I haven't had time to do it yet. But so can I have the main people from the main delegation from the bus and our two new friends here put their hands up, and I'm going to choose 10 people and then go rolling, and then the next 10 people will go. Maybe 15 people.
Can I go stand over here versus like clearly right here? Perfect. Wow, nice crowd.
Thanks for coming back. Sir, has the president actually read the report? Has he read a summary? And if not, who briefed him on it?
I'm not going to get into the details. I can tell you the president's aware and feels very confident in his selection and in his support of Judge Kavanaugh.
Sarah, you made it sound like he hadn't spoken to any of the Democrats or potentially wavering Republicans. Is that true? Has the president not called them himself to ask for their votes?
The president, as well as a number of White House officials, have been engaged throughout the process. We've talked to a number of senators and will continue to do so until the vote what takes place.
Will there always be an asterisk on Judge Kavanaugh if he is sent to the High Court? Will there always be an asterisk?
I certainly hope not, and if it is, I think that the Democrats should be certainly ashamed of themselves for that.
Sarah, how many pages is this actual report?
I'm not going to get into the specifics.
Sarah, how do you know when the FBI...
To the senators that are kind of wavering right now, what is the message to them?
It's to vote and confirm Judge Kavanaugh. I think it's pretty simple.
Sarah, Deborah Ramirez, we've heard from her team today. We've also heard from Dr. Ford's team. Both are dissatisfied with this. They say it wasn't thorough. Dr. Ford wasn't interviewed. They say people who would corroborate their claims weren't interviewed. Can the White House say to Americans right now that they did a thorough job of vetting these claims?
The White House accommodated the Senate's request. Anybody that pushes back on the fact that Dr. Ford wasn't given ample opportunity to make her case and state her case has been living in a cave. She sat before for hours to the very individuals that have to make that decision and answered every question that was put in front of her. If a question wasn't asked of her, that's at the hands of the senators who asked those questions.
Sarah, but what do you say to the American people about the dozens of individuals who reached out to the FBI who said they had information to corroborate the allegations that have been made or about Judge Kavanaugh's behavior in college? How can you give them confidence that it was a thorough process when all of those people were not interviewed, even though they reached out and sought to provide information to the FBI?
We allowed the FBI to do exactly what they do best. We haven't micromanaged this process. We accommodated all of the Senate's requests. The president was very clear about that and allowed the FBI to make those decisions and interview who they thought they needed to do so. I mean, if you look at the New Yorker alone, they have been investigating one of the individuals, their star witness that you referenced not being talked to was not a first-hand witness, never actually talked to Ramirez, and the person that they said could corroborate their story said they had no idea what this individual was talking about. So when the FBI didn't follow up on those things, I don't think we're going out on a limb to say that that's not.
Is the president convinced he has the votes for confirmation at this point?
We certainly hope so. We feel, as Chairman Grassley said a few minutes ago, we didn't learn anything new, and based on what we knew before, we felt very confident.
Encouraging the Senate not to confirm